Tesla hits a new production record in the month of June. June 22 was the highest vehicle production month in Tesla's entire history. As a basically all-in Tesla investor, this makes me very happy. The consensus of deliveries was 256,000, and the actual deliveries were 254,695 vehicles for the quarter. Now, unfortunately, we snapped a 2-year streak of quarter-on-quarter gains due to Shanghai lockdown. And that is, of course, a lot less than the record of 310,000 cars delivered in the previous quarter. But this was very well expected and very well known because of Shanghai. So I don't expect any real impact in Tesla's stock price when the market opens back up. And generally, just looking at the news from mainstream media, the news were mostly positive, not all positive. For example, this Bloomberg article conveniently leaves out the fact that June was the record month for production for Tesla, which is really what matters for Tesla, because Tesla is a growth company. When you really think about it, investors invest in it because they believe Tesla will grow a lot, not because of where the company is today. So that is a rather big thing to leave out. And the article overall, though, does not have a really negative tone. It's just mostly facts. It's just that it left perhaps the most single important fact completely out. So as long as we don't have any major shutdowns again, I would imagine that the next quarter will be by far a record blowout quarter in all of Tesla's history. And I'm looking forward to July 20th, which is when the earnings of the second quarter will be reported. So what does this all mean for Tesla stock? We as Tesla investors, should we be concerned or happy? I really believe that we should be happy because we had a record production month in June. If that would not have happened, I would be just a tiny little bit more concerned. But now I'm not concerned at all because I know if that keeps going, imagine Shanghai was closed for quite a while, and here we go, we had a record production month in June after being shut down for quite a while. So right now, I believe is a buying opportunity. And let me take a look at this article. It is pretty good. It's published on NASDAQ.com. And this is about the disconnect between Tesla's business and stock price. It just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, which is what I've been saying. This is an insane opportunity to buy right now. And of course, the whole stock market is getting pounded because of invasion and the Fed raising rates, and we also have inflation, and the recession is basically here. Even S&P 500 is down 21%, and I sold all my S&P 500 to go into Tesla stock, by the way. Even though Tesla stock is down almost half from its peak, the article says the EV leader is firing on all cylinders. I like that. Don't be fooled. Tesla isn't struggling. Financially speaking, in its latest quarter, the EV manufacturer grew total revenue by 81% year over year to $18.8 billion, and adjusted earnings per share rocketed 246% up to $3.22. Even if Tesla does not solve full self-driving and there's no bot and the energy business does not really work out, I believe Tesla will still outperform S&P 500 because of all the demand they have, their electric vehicles, and all the earnings. Like, you just do the math on the earnings. I made a video about that earlier, why Tesla stock is a safe investment. And this is why I'm keeping Tesla stock. And I'm a very conservative investor. I don't want to lose any money and I'm a long-term investor. So I'm holding on to Tesla stock for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, really. 8 years is really the minimum. As it continues to scale its operations at a rapid pace, the company's business is quickly becoming more profitable. In Q1, its GAAP gross margin and operating margin expanded 779 and 1,349 basis points year over year, up to 29.1% and 19.2% respectively. So we are talking about margins reaching almost 30% and for operating almost 20%. These are spectacular numbers. These are stunning numbers. That's why I only own Tesla stock. Although Bitcoin is looking interesting, I'm gonna make another video just about Bitcoin. It's looking, that's all I'll say, interesting. I don't own, actually that's not true. I own maybe like $1,000 of Bitcoin, so basically zero, basically nothing. It's looking interesting. But still at this point, I believe Tesla stock is a much better risk-adjusted buy than Bitcoin. And the reason why I'm bringing up Bitcoin is because every time it drops down roughly around 80%, I'm just giving you very rough numbers here, it comes back with a vengeance, at least historically speaking. Of course, historic returns don't mean anything really. I'm just saying what happened before, and based on that history, and this happened multiple times if you look at the max chart here, it happened multiple times. So it's interesting what's going on with Bitcoin, but I'm not selling anything else. I'm not going into Bitcoin. I'm keeping my Tesla stock. It's just Bitcoin is interesting. In the wake of high inflation and persistent supply chain bottlenecks, Wall Street and analysts are still projecting the company to have a strong year. In fiscal 2022, analysts expect Tesla's total revenue to surge 58% to $85.3 billion, and adjusted earnings per share to jump 77% to $11.99. Those are striking growth rates for a company down 43% year to date. It doesn't make sense that Tesla is down, but we know that stock markets are not rational. But growth isn't Tesla's only highlight. And just mark my words, because earnings are growing, the future is bright for Tesla. Deliveries are going to keep growing up. Production is going to keep increasing. New factories will keep being built and expanded. The stock eventually will catch up. Stock markets don't remain completely irrational forever. They change. Eventually, that is, they change. Eventually. And the company boasts a cash and cash equivalents position of $17.5 billion and a debt position excluding vehicle and energy financing of just $100 million. So basically no debt that Tesla has, which puts it in such a strong financial position. Other legacy automakers, maybe they are investing tens of billions of dollars, but where is that money coming from? It's basically all raised money. Tesla does not have to raise money, not anymore, because the finances are so strong. And then the article concludes, a wonderful time to buy, which I fully agree with. And if you haven't seen this, which if you are a Tesla investor, this should be obvious, but Tesla tops the list of most satisfied customers in the entire auto industry yet again. This is on June 15th, and you can see Tesla average 4.53 out of 5. Second place goes to Land Rover, third Mazda, then Peugeot, and BMW. For my North American friends, Canadians, and Americans, Peugeot is a French brand. In Europe, where we have a lot of those. But here in Canada, in Vancouver, I have never seen a single one, not even one. No one even imports them. And this just came out just 7 hours ago, published. Norway gross EV share, Tesla Model Y bestseller, which again is obvious. And if we go down right here, we will see that Tesla Model Y 2,531 and Volkswagen ID, not even half as many, almost half, but not quite there. And Model 3 is not on the list because of Shanghai shutdowns. But Giga Berlin is ramping up. So imagine if all of these deliveries are already happening before Giga Berlin is operational, imagine what is going to happen when Giga Berlin is fully operational and is operating at its full capacity. What is going to happen to everyone else down here? It's more of a rhetorical question. We're gonna get crushed is what's going to happen, really. And just a little bit more about Bitcoin. The crashes that Bitcoin had historically, the first one was absolutely horrible, 99%. Then from $2 to $32, and then down 99%. Then there was another 83% crash in April 2013. And then we had 2017, minus 84%. And now we are approaching that similar territory with Bitcoin, which the moment it drops to minus 80%, I will think about putting maybe just a tiny little bit into Bitcoin. Until then, I'm not even considering that. Has to drop at least 80%. But there's no way I will sell any Tesla shares to go into Bitcoin. And if Tesla drops even more, then forget about Bitcoin. I will just keep buying Tesla only. And it would be just a tiny position compared to my Tesla stock position. So this is just for fun, basically, is what I'm saying. And just a moment ago, I was at 420 subscribers. I thought that would be funny to mention, since Elon really likes the 420 number so much. But what can I do? Now it's at 420. Please do not unsubscribe to make it 420, although that would be quite hilarious. If it's your first time watching this channel, my name is Matt Postis. I'm a millionaire sailor, entrepreneur, and investor. And if you are an existing subscriber, thank you for watching. My work schedule is looking a lot better now, and there's nothing that should be holding me back at this moment that I am aware from making videos every single day for the month of July. So expect videos every single day, at least one video, maybe 2 videos, some of the days, or maybe most of the days. We'll see how that goes. And if you haven't seen the video why I believe Tesla stock is a safe investment, you should really watch that one. After today, especially the deliveries that we have and the record-breaking June, although the quarter was down. But still, even if Tesla does not solve full self-driving, I believe Tesla stock is a relatively safe investment. Of course, this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So don't listen to anything that I'm saying. If you do what I'm saying, just assume that you will lose all of your money. Unless you make a lot, for which I would not be responsible either. If you made a lot of money following what I'm saying, that's all your fault, not my fault. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.